We're in London today with Bridget Harrison. She was the New York Post's dating columnist for many years, and her new memoir is called Tabloid Love, Looking for Mr. Right in All the Wrong Places. Bridget, after so many years as a successful columnist, what made you finally decide to write the memoir?
I think what sort of inspired me was the idea that I had been on so many mad and bad dates, and I quite often would come home and think, oh my God, I'm so lame. I can't believe that this has happened to me again. I've been stood up, or I've been out with someone I was really going to hope they were going to call and they never did, and you just think, oh, I'm such a loser. How come everyone else seems to be so successful in their dating life? But the great thing about writing the column was realizing that I wasn't alone in all those situations. And when I wrote about something that happened to me, people would write in and say, oh my God, I've so been there. This happened to me last night. And I think there was that sense of wanting to kind of share all these experiences and hope that other people had been through them too.
Tell me, what are the best things and the worst things about single life in the big city?
Definitely the best thing about being single in the city is the fact that there's a ton of other people who are single as well. So you never feel like, how come it hasn't happened to me yet? I guess the worst thing about being single in New York is that, as everyone else is single as well, there's a lot of competition. And sometimes it can be demoralizing when you really hope something's going to work out and it doesn't. In New York, people take their dating very seriously, and there's a lot of rules to it. For example, only meet someone for drinks and don't go for dinner afterwards unless you think it's going to go somewhere. At the end of the day, don't call them again if you don't want to see them again. Maybe just send them a polite email saying thank you. Never, if you're a girl, never be the first one to contact a guy, and definitely don't even call him back. Never talk about anything emotional on an email, just in case he thinks you're a bit needy and kind of crazy. My one rule really is, if you go on a date, always go feeling positive, and it doesn't matter if you walk in and you see the most crazy looking nut job there and you think, how am I going to get through an evening with this person? Because every time you meet someone new, it's always going to be an experience, and you're always going to learn something, and you're always going to have a fun story to tell.
There's so much chick lit out there right now. There's so many books by women, for women, about women looking for love, women turning 30. This is different because it's a memoir. Why did you choose to make yours a memoir?
When you write a book that's a memoir rather than a novel, you can sort of kind of predict where a novel is going to go, and normally there's a love interest at the end, and there's definitely a lot of big love, there's definitely a big love interest in the book, but real life is a bit different, and I think that when you read a book that is about real life, you can hopefully relate to it in a slightly different way, and that these things happen. You never know what's going to happen in life next, but that's a great thing, not a scary thing, and I think that's the message, that life should be very fun and exciting all the time, even the bad bits.
Tabloid Love is a bold and funny look at what life and love is really like in the big city. To read more about Bridget's misadventures in love, pick up your copy today.
I think, frankly, these days it's just damn complicated to be a woman. I mean, you've got a career, you're probably ambitious, you really want to have a fulfilling career. You definitely, hopefully, want to get married and be a great wife and have a great husband. You want to have kids probably as well. So, I mean, actually, it's really, really hard working out how to do all those things.